And howdy, fellas. I hope y'all can hear me. Um, don't know what's going on with Dad, but he is missing in action. So, don't know what to tell you, but he is not here. And he's not answering his phone either. But we're not going to let us deter. Sounding good. Well, thank you. So, if I can get this blessed thing to pull up, there we go. And that, and do that, and we're set. All right. Audio on. I gotta remember to turn my volume down. Why would you need to turn your volume down, though, Warren? Oh, wait, look.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm here.
He's there, but not he may be here, but not all there.
I need to wear a hat, I think.
Damn, he even got a haircut.
Just no, it's freaking messed up is what the problem is. There we go. I went to work today and I literally did not comb my hair. So it was like freaking all over the place. I didn't even know it. I spent the whole day like that. And nobody said one thing. That's modern haircuts for you.
Well, they're like you're being hit. The hip.
I went into the bathroom and I'm like, holy shit. Oh my God. That's when when you're getting old, that's when you know you don't fucking care. So
Warren's got a valid question. What is work and hair? Work is for those that don't know how to get out of it, and hair, well, some of us still have it. Well, some of it anyway.
Oh boy. It's all good. That's all I gotta say.
Did you get the gym all put together now, or
it's almost? We had a stripped bolt, a hole that had to be retapped, so we had to go get a big old tap to freaking tap out the hole. It's just old. It's been moved around, so a lot of that stuff's just been moved around to so much that.
And that's not the size you find at Harbor Freight either.
No. We did find something, so that's it. You just gotta battle it out. But all right. I took a little bit longer today because I
have to untap and dice it, but usually it's size limited, and the sizes of bolts that he described to me is not something you would normally have in your toolbox.
Yeah, I was a little. I apologize for being late. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna hook up my Canon camera to the live stream just for fun. It's just fun to use. And I hooked up a cable, a really nice thick cable, and this thing is not a data cable, so it didn't work.
Ouch.
I mean, it's a big thick one. It must be old or something. I don't know. You figure because it's thick that it's probably a good cable, but that's not necessarily true.
Nope.
It says Verizon on it, which is the big.
Well, that should be a dead giveaway, right?
Yeah. There.
Yep. The reason that's thick is because Verizon didn't want to replace the cables from being bent too many times.
Yep, exactly. I need to get I've got an old keyboard here. This is an old, Wi-Fi keyboard. and I'm trying to open up basically USB, the places, because this should be wireless anyway. At this point in time, we should be wireless by now. But
my keyboard is Bluetooth.
Yeah, we're right. But so this is Bluetooth. This is Bluetooth, but the keyboard, I like the feel of this keyboard. It's got nice touch, and it's not. And but anyways, so yeah, so this is my other my camera. Now I don't have it because this is not necessarily better than the Link. Yeah, great. Can you adjust the angle?
No, don't need to.
Do you have a vertical? Did you just get a vertical mount? Oh, you're showing me your keyboard. So what's the key? Logitech. I thought you were trying to show me your camera.
No, that's the old keyboard, and it has 3 buttons here, so it can hook up to 3 devices.
Yeah. I have actually a Bluetooth keyboard in my computer bag, but it's one of the ones that folds out, and it's not necessarily the greatest thing to type on. So I battle between. I just got to get rid of this keyboard, or just bring it to work and just leave it there.
Well, for me, I have my work laptop. I've got my personal desktop, and I've got my tablet. And was the 3 keys, or was the 3 devices I can have the same keyboard hooked up to my work laptop, my personal computer, or my tablet. And then the same was the mouse. It's got the 3
button mouse. Yeah.
So I can just switch over and go on a different computer with the same keyboard and mouse. And that is gold right there. Not having to freaking deal with 3 different keyboards.
Right. And I actually have one that I was traveling with, and then I liked it so much I just leave it at work, because I use 2 computers at work. I got my school computer, and which is absolute garbage right now. I cannot do anything with it. They got that thing so locked down that it's worthless. So I bring my Mac. I got a Mac that's sitting on the other side that's always feng shui, giving me some positive vibes. So it's just an old 3040. It's in it with a Quadro graphics card, but it's a low end graphics card, and they got the entire computer just absolutely locked out. I tried to run I tried to turn on Google, what's the Google chat called again? Google, what do they call it now? It used to be
Google Chat.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, and it wouldn't hook up to my camera or or the mic, because it was restricted. I'm like, I'm supposed to have meetings, and some of these meetings I could do virtually and not have to run all over, work. So I'm like, all right, I'll do a virtual meeting. I tried to turn it on, and it locked me out. I couldn't open it up. It's just weird. It's I'm just, institutional freaking lockdown.
My company runs on Teams, or anything.
Yeah, Google. Yeah. Well, anything could be better than what I got going on. I just don't. They've got it so locked down. We should be able to talk to one another through Google, but.
No, then you might exchange ideas and be productive.
Tony's actually I'm actually thinking about that, going with an iPad Pro, trying that out with the new emulation software. So it'd have just an iPad, a little bit thinner, and then I'll leave my keyboard and everything just sitting at work, and then just bring the iPad, set it in there. I can still access my own gear but they lock down their end, so I use a different security through theirs, but I just go on, assume your own risk, I guess.
Well,
All right, there's that. It's enough of that. But I'm really digging this camera. This Canon EOS R50V. It is a really good camera. I'm really liking it. I'm learning how to use it, and all the footage I've been creating, with my daughter's website or her YouTube site, everything's turning out better. So I'm really happy with this camera. So if anybody,
I was watching one of your barbecue built videos, and you were in a no-fly zone and under the awning there,
yeah,
and you looked like you had a major sunburn.
yeah, that's
It had a huge red tint to it.
that is something that's
an exposure thing.
Right. When you go to this type of camera, you have to have everything dialed in.
Yeah.
And you have to have the lighting, you have to have the white balance set right. And the auto functions are really good, actually. They're not too bad. What the problem is I really didn't know how to use it at that time. So I think I had it set in manual mode on one of because you have a bunch of custom settings. So I have all my custom settings set up, one for 30 frames. I got one for 120 frames, so you can slow motion. I've got another one set up for 1080p, just because that one you can go fast, super fast. But anyway, one of them's manual, and I think I had the manual mixed up, and then I didn't have there's tons of different it's a different world for me.
Yeah.
So it was super
sharp. You really want to add another layer to it. I've got a number of friends that do underwater photography.
Yeah.
And Scuba Pro actually makes white fins now. And the photographers love those damn things because they can actually white balance on the fly, having the white fin on their foot.
Got a Neo question up here.
What's a Neo question?
That's what I just asked.
Fire away, Tony.
Fire it.
The new Neo is coming too. Not that we're going to see it, but it's coming.
Now, every time I hear about something DJI that's on that's coming, I'm like, so. I mean, why should I get excited about it? How to get record longer than 12 seconds? What is going on? That's weird.
What does it?
Maybe you have the wrong card in it. Oh no, it's got an internal memory.
So voice card? Huh?
Yeah, the Neo has its own internal memory.
But he's asking about voice recording.
Oh, voice. Why do you want to record voice through your Neo? Yeah, I know you can do it with the phone. You got the phone, when you're controlling it with your phone app. I've never done that because I've never really I've had it record voice when I've flown it, and I'm like, because I'd be flying and then I had two audio sources, one from my the phone source, and then one from my other audio source, but it's only recording 12 seconds. That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe it's something to do with your phone. I don't know. Do you have your memory do you have free memory in your phone? That's one question. I'm sure you got that. That's odd. The only thing I know that you can get some weird things with recording anything is that you're using an older memory card or one that you haven't properly formatted, but or your phone is that's weird because it should record. Interesting. So you use that as you're walking. I wouldn't. I would record separate tracks. I really would. I think in this case, it sounds like you're having trouble. I think I would just use my phone. I would create an audio track with my phone. My phone's a better record or recorder, and then I would take that phone track and I would just sync it with my audio track for my because you could use that 12 seconds to help sync your audio. That's because you're going to get better audio just right out of your phone. I guess and then you got the issue of one of the things that they market is the fact that it does AI
I
audio.
would look through the app and see if there's a limitation somewhere.
Yeah, that's iPhone 16. Oh yeah, that's not the phone. There's no, it's not your phone.
I would go through the app and see if there's
Yeah.
a limit somewhere.
Right. It maybe are you doing like do you have it in follow mode or do you have it in a for example, do you have it in a pre-programmed mode? Like say you're doing a mode where you're boomeranging or something and it's only recording the audio for that one thing. It's not it's basically saying, oh, that we're done with that, so it's turning off. So that's another thing that I'm thinking. I don't have that problem because I don't use the Neo for those things, and I'm at a loss with that question because that's what I'm thinking that might be doing, because DJI is pretty dependable when it comes to that stuff, especially recording.
Neo voice recording limit to explain on several products platforms can exhibit a 12-second limitation on voice or video recordings for specific reasons.
Okay, you got the AI going there.
All
right. I can ask Gemini. I'll see if I get it.
Don't bark at your phone because then it'll think there's just a dog barking and it automatically limits it to 12 seconds. Yeah.
By the way, I'm still, guys, if you're wondering what's going on with the big, beautiful barbecue build, it's going. We're going. It's in progress. We got good stuff going on. I called the guy and the guy's here and we're getting some finished stuff doing. And I also got some countertops coming. So we're almost there. And then I started on the other one. So I just haven't done an update yet.
Hold on. There is a 12-second limitation of voice recordings as the drone doesn't record audio directly.
Redneck hillbilly English. So is it basically limiting the audio to the length of the flight mode? That's a theory of mine in my head at this point. Yeah, I apologize for not having an idea about that because I just don't know. Usually the gimmicky stuff I don't do very much. I'm not big into pre-programmed anything.
The 12-second limit isn't a direct constraint on the DJI Neo's voice recording capabilities as it lacks a built-in microphone. However, it's a useful benchmark to consider when utilizing voice control features for specific flight commands or when incorporating external recording methods such as DJI mic for longer audio capture. So I guess you need to have a DJI mic for longer audio capture.
Ah. Oh
So,
boy. Yeah, see this?
more money, more money, more money.
Yeah. Those guys, they get, yep, those guys, those rascally rabbits.
I will paste in front of me for 15 minutes, but only record my voice for 12 seconds. You didn't name it after your wife, did you? Pro tip, don't. Anyway,
Yeah, as some of you may know now, if you've seen that last little video, I finally got my Avata 2 back in the air, and I've once again fallen in love with the drone that I've had sitting back here for many months. I mean, without even being without even a thought of flying it. And wow, what a waste of freaking several months not flying. Holy crap.
well,
Such
I
a
like
waste.
that. I like that part that you're flying at.
Yeah, you like that
would
one?
be-
Yeah.
you need to put that Avata down on the deck and start going with
I'm-
the
I
train.
I was just trying to look at it, and I did fly twice in that park. The second time I did a little bit more. I didn't put that video up. I'll be back there. There's no question. There's actually two pavilions. If behind me was another pavilion that was a little bit smaller, and that one's harder to see. You can't see it from the road. I bet you nobody ever goes to that pavilion. So I'm going to go back to the other pavilion. It's a little bit higher.
That's where all the youngsters gonna hang out and smoke weed.
So, yeah. Oh my God. Can I show you guys something?
What?
Oh my God. Oh, you'll love this. Okay. Okay. We all know AI is fun, right? I just was goofing around with something. I pay for Gemini. Okay. I've got Gemini Pro, right? And I just threw an old photograph of me holding Mr. Croc. And I just had it make a video, and it even put my voice in it. Obviously, I don't know what voice it's putting in there, but it's really quite humorous. So let me just share this with you. Oh my God. Because I haven't seen Mr. Croc alive.
Does it show Mr. Croc going into the abyss of no return?
I'm going to share this with you guys. It's funny. Let's see. Share sound. Now this will also do audio too. So.
All right, so this is Mr. Croc, and this is the new action camera that I just got for it. All right, so this is Mr. Croc, and this is the new action camera that I just got for it.
That's all I got. That's all it did. Oh man, that's funny. That doesn't sound like me, does it?
All right,
it does.
Mr. Croc, and this is the new.
Isn't it crazy how it just put me in? It animated me.
Actually, you know what who it sounds more like than you?
It definitely doesn't sound like me.
Sounds more like Kelly.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's like it brought in a drone voice of somebody. It could be. But you watch me. I'm holding Mr. Croc, and I've got that camera. That's the old Action 2.
Yeah.
So,
all right, so this is Mr.
Let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger. No, let's see.
Croc, and this is the new action camera that I just got for it.
Yeah, it sounds like Kelly.
All right, so
That's
this is Mr.
Kelly's
Croc,
voice.
and this is the new
It stole Kelly's voice for this video. That's
You
crazy.
need to download that. We need to send that to Kelly.
I'm doing it right now. I'm downloading it right now. That's insane. Obviously, I did do a video of that, and I have no idea what I was saying in that video, but that was probably 3 or 4 years, maybe 3 or 4, probably 4 years ago. Well, when did I lose Mr. Croc? So it's got to be before that. Look at the camera in there. That's got the old air unit in there. That's the old air unit.
action camera that I just got for it.
No.
It's
That
the
is
little-
after you shoehorn 03 into it, because that's why you had to use that funky mount.
Yeah, but it's got the little tiny camera though sticking out of there. I think
That's-
this is right before I did that. You can look at it but
All right, so this is Mr. Croc.
that's Kelly's voice.
yeah, okay, I think I did download, so I'll send it to you through Messenger. But
You probably have to park it somewhere. Probably too big to email it.
yeah, I don't know how big the file is.
Harvey Harris says never fly with goggles 3 and remote 3 was Nevada 2. Why not? Barkley is here. Barkley got here early too.
I could do a redneck voice. I should have done that. I could have asked it to create a redneck voice. In a redneck voice. All right, it's changed the parameters. So it's actually it was really fast. It rendered that thing in no time.
Well, while you doing all that,
Yep.
I'm gonna share a little something. You see where I'm going with this?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is now I'm trying to understand the red circle on that. Obviously, Insta 360's red. That's the circle on the link camera, but I know that's goggles. Look at the goggle adjustment underneath. So that's 2 days from now where that's being released.
Waiting for that to come around again, and that damn must have just by. There it is. Yep, there's the adjustment button.
Yeah, and then
So that's going to be your focus and IPD adjustment right there.
now in the middle, you notice there's a grate there. I don't know if that's a microphone cooling. You think it's air
cooling, and there's some buttons here on the side.
Yep.
We'll see you in 2 days.
Yep.
Well, I guess now that we don't have to future-proof ourselves anymore for DJI, it kind of changes the playing field a little bit, doesn't it? And I kind of started that conversation with you on Sunday.
Yep.
Because I don't foresee DJI making a software update to the Goggles 3 to make them backwards compatible any more than what they already are.
No, they can't, I don't think. Because of the nature of how the controller talks to the goggles, I think that might limit that.
That's
Or their just willingness
that's
to.
really not an issue because on the O3 system, the control link was coming from the radio straight to the VTX and not through the goggles. So I don't think that's an issue, but if you currently have the Integris or the goggles 2 and you get along with them, I wouldn't bother spending money on the goggles 3. Because right now, the Integris and the goggles 2 allow you the most, or they have the most compatibility with air units of the different generations. Now, there's a drawback on the goggles 2/Integris not being able to do the 60 megabit per second, not being able to do race mode. But I don't care about race mode. I probably never use race mode anyway. Most of us probably don't use race mode. And the 50 versus 60 megabyte, I don't think that's enough of a difference to really justify what they want for goggles 3 now. Yeah.
Yeah, we were
goggles 2 now is out freaking rages.
Yeah, so the revelation that we had, was just completely about, okay, how can we increase the number of things that we can do? What would be a move we could make and still have good quality? And the only other thing we'll talk about next, but yeah, go back and I sold my Integras like way soon. I flew them for a little bit, and I'm like, I don't need 2 sets of goggles that do the same thing. So I kept my goggles 2. Well, the goggles 2 right now are really expensive, and the Integras were actually pretty good goggles. There's nothing wrong with them. The fitment is a little bit different, but it's nothing that you couldn't just do something about. It wasn't, to me, they fit better than the goggles 2. But the big thing was the battery. That was the killer. Where you just, you only got three flights out of a battery, or 4 flights, depending on how many you flew and how long the flights were. That was the killer. But I loved the adjuster. They had the adjustment. So to me, that was a neat step up. I really didn't like fumbling with the cable, but you can get Integras there's a lot of them out there. They made a lot of Integras.
Yeah, but they're also very proud of these things now. Even the Integras go for nearly $400.
Yeah, I've seen they can go for that. That's for sure. Yep.
And sealed Integras go for like $389 plus tax and shipping or whatever. So you're right at $400.
I sold my goggles 2 for $450 a long time ago, and the Integras, I think I only sold for like $3 something. I really don't know how much. What do you remember what they cost new? I couldn't remember.
New was $449.
$449. So I probably sold them for $350. I'm knowing what I would have done. So,
well, I actually bought an Integra goggle.
Yeah, Kai laid that down today. So I haven't pulled the trigger on anything yet. I'm slow when it comes to stuff, but it makes tons of sense. and it's not something that's.
The goggles 3, and this is
They remind me of the
something.
N3s, you know.
Yeah, well, knowing what I know now, I probably should have held on to the N3s and never bought the goggle 3.
Well, the goggles 3 are better quality images. They
Yeah,
are
no doubt. But I mean,
they
even
do-
at the cost,
right.
the the N3 goggle is a good goggle, very comfortable to wear goggle, even more comfortable than the goggle 3. So, but yeah, I'm looking at most compatibility, and that's goggles Integra hands down. And I mean, those two allow you to fly anything from a Vista to an 04 unit. And I'm seeing air unit lights go for $150 now.
Yeah.
Air unit and 04 light goes for 150.
Yeah,
04 Pro goes for about 350 these days.
if you're comparing N3s to Integras are much more advanced goggles. They're better. Okay, you got optics built in, all kinds of stuff that you can do. You have to put the diopters in there, which you get a kit. You get a kit. So then you just got, you just put the ones in you normally use, and um, but the N3s don't have that adjustment. But you can wear glasses under them. I've had, so that's the advantage there. And they are more like your standard, I guess if you're used to flying analog, or you get into your first sets of goggles, your box goggles, they're, a little bit of curvature, but it doesn't affect your flying. It records great. So they've got built-in air conditioning. So there's a lot of good stuff.
And Michael just showed up. Michael Wright, Tex Arts drone guy. Michael, we're gonna revive the old monthly meetups, but they are going to be down in Elmendorf. So that's still going to be a little bit of drive for you from Dripping, but it's wide open space. It's a FRIA, and yeah, it's going to be good. Because the lake, the fields at the lake are out with all the soccer and football and everything else that's going on. And we're not going to be able to get in there. Are the goggles 2 better than the goggles V2? Yes, they will be. Even going from the goggles V2 to the Integras is going to be a step up. V2s had LCD screens. V2s had LCD screens. Integra and goggles 2 have OLEDs. And then the Integras have a 44-degree field of view, and the goggles 2 have a 51-degree field of view. And really, there is a difference, but the way the human eye works, the 44 makes actually more sense than the 51. So, the biggest issue people have was the goggles 2 and goggles Integra's fitment. Possum ain't here, but I can hear him screaming already. The facial torture devices.
I thought he saw the goggles 2 were the facial torture device. They both are in a way, but
Well, they all are. So I've actually ordered the official DJI soft fit phone today to go with the Integras. We'll see how that works out.
they have their own foam. I didn't know that.
There is a yeah, DJI made an aftermarket foam or a fit foam. Let's see, the DJI store, what they call it. They called it why isn't there a freaking search? There is a search. There it is. Here we go. DJI goggle foam padding soft fit. A little bigger. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, that helps. That material helps a lot.
So I've ordered, they actually sold on Amazon and they're sold for a lot less than what DJI wants for them. So I'm going to give those a try. Otherwise, I go back to the other foam that I know that works. And I actually think I have that one still laying around. So I'm going to give that a whirl because really we don't need a future-proof as DJI anymore. I hate to say it, but
yeah, but we're not, and we are not going to have a discussion about things you can and can't do when it comes to DJI. I'm moving past them.
if I'm gonna see one more video as to why DJI product is not available in the United States right now, I'm gonna start strangling people. And Bob Casey's in the house. Yeah, now I've been when Rick from Drone Valley starts a video and then has to make a follow-up video to it, you know we're in trouble.
Yeah.
You know. But somebody said, I mean, it's a good way to wean us off of DJI product when it gets banned in the fall and on the first of the year anyway. So by the time DJI gets banned, we won't even miss them anymore because we weren't able to get any other product for the past 6 months anyway.
I just sent you my latest video.
Did you know?
I've gotten 3. I've sent 3 of them to you.
Okay.
I tried to get the last one to talk in the voice of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it didn't do it. Probably because of obvious reasons. He's probably got a great bunch of lawyers. So I'm going to take pictures of Kai and I'm going to ask him silly questions. We'll put those up. The thing about AI is, if you do something.
I want to thank my good buddy Kai for helping me upgrade Mr. Croc.
I don't have the sound on there. What the hell?
I can hear the sound.
Yeah, probably through my microphone.
Yeah. Just make sure you select sound. I think when you present it, just there's a button or a.
Let's try this again.
Yeah, the last one I sent is looks like Schwarzenegger in one of the killer robot movies.
Okay, now there we
Yeah,
go.
the redneck didn't turn out. I didn't get that was the redneck voice, and it didn't. I don't know. Maybe I didn't ask the question correctly. I don't know where it gets its voice from.
I want to thank my good buddy Kai for helping me upgrade Mr. Croc.
And yeah, that's all
Yeah.
I had.
That sounds more like Kelly than you.
Do you go to the first video? That's the first one is completely. The first one really sounds like.
All right, so this is Mr. Croc, and this is the new action camera that I
Isn't that
just got
crazy?
for it.
That is Kelly.
That's a ripoff of Kelly's voice. Put the last one on. Come on, Kelly.
Here, you know, for Kelly.
Okay, do the last one. That's it. That's all I'm asking. The last one is another.
I
made-up
only
voice.
have 2 of them right now.
Oh, the third one didn't come through?
No? Hey, I've got this one to share, though.
Oh,
this
there we
was
go.
this was seen at the local DJI store on the door.
I just sent it now. I must have not have had it finished.
Close for closer. We'll reopen when open.
You have the last one now. I just didn't push send.
Yeah, I got it. Oh shit. Here we go. Oh, Maverick wannabe here.
Telling you, AI is the future. It's going to take over everything. It's up to us to save humanity.
Oh,
I don't know what's worse.
too much fun. But yeah, I found some Integras for $350.
Too expensive.
$350 right there. Yeah, that's. And I don't know quality wise. Yeah, these have been worn. I can always tell how much they've been worn. I look at the at anything there's any writing, and if that writing has been worn off, this one, this one also has messed up. It's got something wrong with the optics on this one too. There's something. It's definitely not $349. I want to hear pristine. There's one for $389, but I'm not paying $400 for freaking Integras. I'll pay $400 for goggles too, but I'm not doing that for Integras. And I definitely won't pay more because it comes with a motion controller. They should pay me for taking that damn thing and paying postage on it.
This is the one I bought.
Ooh. These are way cheap. I found some that are really cheap. I'm kind of afraid of freaking buying these. $8 for shipping. 100. Oh, is this a bid? Yeah, this is a bid. So, yeah, I was like, wait a second now. That's that you have to bid on.
Yeah, be real careful with.
I'm not playing around with bids on stupid stuff like that.
I saw a site advertising brand new goggles too for $327.
Located in China.
No, located in Kansas.
Mm.
but did a little extra digging and found out that 100% fake website.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you just get, it's just don't. $693. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh boy. I would rather not fly than freaking pay that kind of an overage on something.
And guys, if you get a
1,300
chance, hit that thumb down there, would you?
1,300 for a Avata 1 set. Another funny joke.
Yeah,
Anyway. But yep. Southern Redneck is the prompt you use.
well, that's the what he put in for
Okay.
its back. Slow Southern redneck. I'm hearing a lot of people having issues with a mini V-copter now. Software issues. Not being able to register the thing, and
Garbage.
they get 3 flights out of it, and after that they can't fly anymore because you have to have it registered.
Ah.
I think Mike's got some issues too. Michael Wright.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
That's the
Torch
bad.
One Guy Warrior. You still in here, Mike? So I guess we'll all be buying Sky Rover in the future. The only thing funnier than asking $1,300 for Nevada one is somebody paying $1,300 for it. Yeah, there you go. And we'll get some oceanfront property in Arizona to go with that $1,300 Nevada. Just saying. Actually, here, Dad will sell his beach house in Utah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He says he tapped in what his wife describes to him as. Oh, goody.
Yeah. The only thing funnier, that is
If
true.
I were to do that, my computer would shut down.
Yeah. Any Avata 1, anything is so, that drone was, oh man, 2 years ago it was already a serious has-been with so many
Well,
problems.
now, hold everything. Coast to coast. Bill Thomas. Happy birthday, you old goat.
Mm-mm.
For those that don't know, it was his birthday yesterday. Was it yesterday? Day before yesterday. Recently.
Happy birthday.
So, yeah, it's when the age slowly creeps. Yesterday. See? That's when the number in your on your driver's license creeps up was your looks. Who's Terry Bollea? It looks great for being 84 years old. That's all. He's just 84. Oh. Yeah, Hogan wasn't that big a guy. I hate to tell you that, but he looked much smaller in person, especially when he has to look up to you.
That's not fair, Kai. It's that's a unfair comparison.
Well, I mean, that's how I met him.
Well, I can't make myself shorter. Yes, and that would be nice, towering over Andre the Giant. Now, he was big.
Andre the Giant, yeah, he had a couple
He was a
inches on
giant.
me.
He was
He
a big
was
bird.
4 inches taller than me and outweighed me by half.
Gosh almighty. Yeah, he's a big man.
He was 540 pounds.
Yes. Big, massive freaking meat cleaver for hands. I used to like to watch when he would take his ring off and put it up somebody and have him hold it.
Well, apparently him and Schwarzenegger were big buddies. Schwarzenegger was giving some stories on where they went out for dinner. And
Oh, long day today. Nobody feels bad for me, though, because they've been working the whole time. I just got back.
well, I know what you're going through right now because I'm seeing it here.
Yeah, we had to have the fancy get to know you and open up the get everything going. Tomorrow is a regular day. I just want regular days. No fancy anything, no assemblies, just get down to work, get stuff done, go home. Could you imagine the school I'd open? The kids would probably like it.
It's the professional development days that get you.
Yeah. Well, just any, no, I just like we had assembly today. It's fun, you really get to know the school. And
Well, what was that? An announcement. We have meet the teacher night on Wednesday night, and then on Thursday night we have meet the sub. That's going to take over after the teacher quit in about 3 weeks. I'm hearing the war stories from Christiane, and
you get
the
them.
shit that I'm hearing.
It's all true. It's all true.
It's just mind-boggling. It's just completely mind-boggling, the shit that I'm hearing.
It is all true.
All right. Is it taco time yet?
Yeah, it's getting there. It's yeah. But
I don't think it's not just taco time for you. I think it's taco time for me too.
All right. But anyway, I think everybody is, everybody kind of gets the idea that we're looking for ways to keep in the hobby, to stay enjoying things. It's temporary because I'm gonna eventually have to sell stuff. I can't just keep it and let it just run out of value, and hopefully in 2 days we have something to be excited about. That would really make my week, if on, the 14th we have a legitimate possible thing of quality, because DJI really disappointed a lot of people with the 360 camera. I'm hearing all kinds of issues, meaning that you can't basically export footage in 360 mode. You can't basically transfer 360 mode files. you can only transfer ones that have been edited, and you can't the lens. You talked about the lens fogging. Mads Tech talked about that. That the
Well, he actually took one apart.
yeah, the heat. He's saying the heat paste is got moisture in it, and that moisture goes into the lens when it's to get the temperature variance. So I mean, you can't have that. A 360 camera is useless at that point. So yeah, and I just yeah, for as much as that thing costs, I don't want to be a beta user for something that is not going to be good. So
Well, it's not even available in the States right now, so we don't have to worry about being beta users for
right,
that.
but we're watching the downfall, you know, and then if Instant 360 can put a product out that's, you know, they can pass the smell test from us. We still have they have a lot to do. It's kind of like GoPro putting out another 360 camera. GoPro's big problem is they don't have software.
I'm just gonna caution y'all that anti-gravity thing, it's gonna be expensive.
Yeah, we don't know.
I would venture a guess that thing being somewhere between $1,800 and $2,000.
You think so?
The goggles alone, I mean, if it comes with the goggles alone are going to be a $500-$600 item.
Right. So we're getting then we got a $500 drone. That's $1,000, and then a controller. It's probably going to have some kind of motion controller that nobody wants to use. That's the thing is I can't say that because I'm not going to talk.
By the time you have a Fly More combo together, it's going to be somewhere between $1,800 and $2,000.
Batteries and
Yeah.
Keep me in mind when you're ready to part with those N3s. Now,
I don't have the N3s anymore. I've got an empty box of them sitting up there.
I got the N3s, but okay. Are we gonna save next week before we go before we start buying HD Zero gear?
I will never buy HD Zero.
How about Cadex gear?
The way that thing breaks up.
How about Cadex gear? We're gonna go.
Matter of fact, I'm fixing to ditch whatever Cadex gear there's left in this office.
You know, maybe this is the time where this very low cost Wi-Fi VTX system starts to make more sense.
That old my PC thing that's not even ready for consumption yet.
Well, if there's nothing else to consume and that's all we have, you know.
Well, there's that other system, that T3 whatever, but they only put out a couple of units and then they freaking stopped altogether. So I don't know what's up with those guys.
So anyway, we got some stuff to talk about, and I think that's where we're going.
We might go back to analog.
We're going to go back
10 watt analog transmitters.
Kai, the day I buy analog goggles, I am going to wear a caveman mask for the whole live stream. And I'm going to hold it up. Yes, we got goggles. Oh, go. I'm gonna have a caveman mask, and I'm gonna wear a caveman mask until we go back to digital.
Wait, that's not what you're wearing now?
No.
You mean to tell me that's your real face?
It's my real face, yep. It's my real face. But I will go caveman. So anybody that's already
not what your wife said.
So yeah. I'll buy me another one of these Canon. I'm going to buy me another one of these Canon cameras, man. This is freaking great camera. Freaking that thing is great. What a deal. thing's freaking
And
worth
no,
it.
I think next you should buy the Sony and then do a side by side comparison.
It's, the Sony ZVE1 or something.
The ZVE10 Mark II.
By the time that I think the Mark II actually is comparable to this. They have a lot of similarities. There's no question. This one they both are doing the same thing. They're both kind of fitting the same.
Here, Autovex is just summed it all up. Analog is still king. Support the hobby and buy a hobby grade that supports real FPV companies.
Yeah, that's it.
DJI is dead.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. But you understand that there's these other companies, I can't see a company like HD0 going backwards. They're just going to perfect their system. They're going to make it better for the FPV guys. I just, when you're as crappy of a pilot as me, and then you put analog goggles on me, holy crap, it's like a blind man freaking walking through a foggy evening in London.
Well, I mean, there are VTXs and there are VTXs.
Yeah, so we're
actually, some of the HD0 shit is actually analog cameras that where the signal just get digitized.
Get digitized, yeah.
So
yeah, hey, off axis, man, go. I think you got them. Right now there's an opportunity. Okay. And I know where you're going. I think I like where you're doing, because there's an opportunity right now to move the hobby forward. It's a reset. I think Drone Camps was talking about a reset. We can change the hobby and make it more, in our style. So if we can improve the systems we have, I love to fly. I mean, I want an excuse, but I don't want to look through grain, man. This is 2025 going on 2026. Looking through grainy freaking video footage. It's just, to carry a GoPro. We've done that. So, there's an opportunity. I actually sent an email. I'm talking to a toy company right now regularly. Okay. And one of those Amazon companies. And what I'm telling them, I told them, I actually sent an email this long about that. I said, I'm sick of this. I'm not good. They asked me to do some work for them, do video for them, and they were going to pay me to just do video. And I said, the problem with asking me to do video is your systems suck. I don't want to go every day out there and struggle to take video off of your devices. I said, you got to fix that. And then they started talking about, hey, he said, we got a new system coming out that's going to be a drone with a controller that has a screen. All of them are going to do that now. They all want to make drones with screens. So they're coming. Probably Christmas, I think of. But that's not FPV gear. These guys are taking advantage of the empty market with DJI leaving. Potenzic will probably put out something really good this year. If you're still, Potenzic can do it. Ruco is trying to do it, and Holy Stone is trying to do it. Those three companies, and all of them buy parts from where Hubson came from, So they're all using the, So anyway, that's kind of my rant. There's an opportunity. And that's what I said. There's an opportunity for your company to put out a better product and win us over, that, because there's some good camera stuff going on. There's some better video quality and better flying characteristics, from those drones. So anyway, I think it's it. I think it's time to go eat. So But you know what I'm saying, Kai?
Yep.
So Ruko is crap. I'm not arguing with you because I can't make it. I can't make it better. They do. They have to do it. Okay. So yeah, here's my.
All you can do is give them the feedback and. Oh, he's getting the taco call.
So yeah, that's what I did. I just said I'm not doing the video work for you. I don't care what you're going to pay me because it's not going to be enough to deal with the headache of taking files off of your freaking aircraft. I hate it. You need a fan, some kind of freaking heat sink. Your phone freaking is on for an hour and a half to get a freaking 4K video off of a high speed card. It's bullcrap. I'm done. I won't do it. Potensic doesn't do that. Potensic has made huge strides with video. They're using the same app, but their camera quality is improving. They've designed their own controller system. I mean, that's what I'm saying. These guys have they can win us over, with something good. I said there needs to be a true difference between your low-end product and your high-end product. I do not want a high-end product with low-end characteristics or a low-end product with high-end characteristics. They do it all the time. They're mixing their technology because let's put a better camera in this really crappy drone. Let's put a, you know what I'm saying. So
yeah.
Anyway, but I'm trying to get them to do this. I want to fly good stuff. So, all right. Anyway, we're trying to find a way to stay being pilots.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out what the future holds for us.
So,
but there's no more sense in future proving yourself with any kind of DJI product because
no, they're done. They're going the way of Huawei. They're out of here. We've kicked them out. They were too good they grew too fast. They became too good. They pissed off the wrong people, and their political machine freaking is not going to let them back in. They are gone.
Yeah.
And I think they know it. They think they're going to make us suffer, but I can't suffer. I don't know what I can't do, what I can't have. So I'm good. I'm moving on. So. Yeah, Atom 2 is a great platform. I sold my Atom 2 way too early. I got rid of it because I got to keep the ball rolling, right? And it was better than the one. I've got my Ruko still. I've got my 3-axis Ruko. It takes really good video, but it's once again I gotta struggle.
I don't think it's a thing of pissing people off. I think it's not having the right lobbyist in place.
Right. You have to, in our government, you have to have friends. And yeah, you just, anyway. Yeah. They put out the greatest products I spent 8 years of my life promoting their products because it was so fun and it was so good. And every year I could look forward to something cool. And my new camera I just bought, Canon, because I'm not going to be able to get a Pocket 4. I'm not paying $1,500 for a Pocket 4 because I'd have to go to freaking Zimbabwe to get it. And I'm not doing that. I get a beautiful Canon camera from Japan. Beautiful. Beautiful.
All right, guys. It is time for us to give it up. It's taco time for both of us. So,
yep, there's no such thing as future proof when it comes to tech. All righty, guys.
Hasta la pasta.
Bad hair day. No hair day.
You know why men don't have bad hair days? Do you?
Why, Kai?
Well, as long as it's still there, we don't give a shit what it looks like.
As long as we have some. All righty.
As long as it's still there.
All righty, guys. Have a great week. It is only Tuesday. We got how many days to fly your drone? Weather's getting better for me. I'm excited to try out my new location, which is like the perfect FPV site. So,
Oh, I do have one more thing to show off.
ah,
I finally printed me an airplane.
oh, cool. There's your Horton flying wing, man. You did print that.
Well, this is like extremely. It's just a little fake little thing,
But you printed all those parts on your printer, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. Looks great.
just no. So this is just kind of the cute, put on the shelf kind of thing, but
Yeah, the amazing thing about that plane is they put 2 jet engines in it. And our first version of that wing, it wasn't jet. It was turboprop. So the Germans were putting freaking actual, in the fuselage jets. So it's such a massive advancement in technology. All righty.
all right. Y'all take care. We'll see you next week.
Thank you,
Bert.
guys.
We'll see you.
Like, please.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Later. See you guys.